Some great fights never take place, or they take place too late, like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao.
Yes, boxing became popular because of the support of the fans and the people. So make sure that the fans will satisfy in every fight that you have.
The best fighter I thought it was Manny Pacquiao because of his movement.
Joe Rogan expresses disappointment over the Mayweather fight contract, criticizing boxing's delays. He says great matchups rarely happen at the right time, pointing to Mayweather versus Pacquiao as a missed opportunity, with both fighters past their prime, robbing fans of a true clash.
Great fights never take place, or they take place too late, like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. They fought too late. I mean, if that fight could have been arranged by Riyadh Season, they probably would have caught them both in their prime, and it would have been chaos.
Yeah, Manny was done before that.
Yeah, he also had a blown shoulder going into the fight.
Yeah.
He needed shoulder surgery before the fight.
Floyd Mayweather insists that his return to the spotlight through exhibition matches isn't driven by financial need, but by personal choice. He maintains that he's already accomplished everything he aimed for in boxing, and now steps into the ring purely for the thrill of competition and to entertain fans. These exhibitions, he says, are about showmanship and keeping his legacy alive, not about chasing paychecks. In contrast, Mayweather questions Manny Pacquiao's motivation for returning to the sport. He suggests the Filipino legend is coming back not out of passion, but financial necessity. Mayweather finds it unusual for someone of Pacquiao's age and status to re-enter the dangerous world of competitive boxing, unless there's a significant monetary incentive. Despite his doubts, Mayweather acknowledges the enormous financial potential of a rematch between the two icons, admitting that a second bout would generate massive revenue and global attention, regardless of their reasons for fighting.
And it's not bashing any fighter when I talk like this. Not bashing any fighter.
Floyd, you mentioned...
Hold on.
Sorry.
When I come and do an exhibition or come out and box and have some fun, I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight. You know, I'm financially set, and I want to let everybody know this. You're gonna hear so many different stories. Oh, Floyd have to do this. No, I'm well off. Every property that I have is paid for. My jet is paid for. All my cars is paid for. I own billion dollar buildings. I own so much property, and I'm steady investing in different things. I'm investing in the tech world. I made a lot of smart investments. So I didn't do it by myself. I want to thank my team, and as well as Leonard, a guy who's been loyal.
Joe Rogan has praised Floyd Mayweather for maintaining both physical discipline and financial independence well into retirement. He often highlights how rare it is for athletes to preserve their athleticism and wealth as they age. Mayweather's consistent training and smart lifestyle choices, Rogan notes, set him apart as a unique figure among retired sports legends.
Who's been able to just be balling out of control, constantly flashing money, $1 million watches, you know, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still freaks everybody out. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline. Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas and party, and it looked like a party, he's drinking water, and then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always trained.
Their 2015 fight left many fans disappointed, especially after it emerged that Pacquiao had fought with shoulder injury. Despite the underwhelming bout, Pacquiao's career achievements remain unmatched, most notably winning world titles in 8 different weight divisions. That unprecedented record highlights his incredible adaptability and dominance across classes. Injury or not, Pacquiao's legacy as one of boxing's all-time greats remains firmly intact, with few able to rival his accomplishments in the sport.
The best fighter I thought it was Manny Pacquiao because of his movement.
But you made it look easy.
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain.
Manny and Floyd's first fight disappointed some fans, as Manny had undergone shoulder surgery beforehand. Though Floyd won, many still regard Manny as the GOAT. His historic feat of winning titles in 8 weight divisions remains unmatched and nearly impossible for others to replicate.
Floyd Mayweather greater than Manny Pacquiao? I always get this question. If you know me, you know my answer. Floyd is not greater than Pacquiao, and Pacquiao has him beat by a really good margin in my opinion. Let's talk about it. If your argument is Floyd beat Pacquiao, throw it out the window. Every single boxer in history has lost damn near. It's like saying Buster Douglas is better than Mike Tyson. If your argument is Manny lost in his career and Floyd didn't, I would disagree with that type of logic, but if that's the case, you gotta put all the undefeated fighters at the top. Bud, Inoue, Usyk, Kazagi, all those guys should be in your top 5. I like Floyd. I like Floyd a little bit more than Manny, I'm not gonna lie. Manny's a bit chaotic at times. I don't like that. I like sweet, smooth looking boxing. But let's speak objectively here. If we're talking about in terms of career, whose career will be more harder to replicate, it's gonna be Manny Pacquiao, and it's by a really good margin. Now, Floyd's most impressive feats, you look at him, he's a 5 division champion. He's beaten 23 world champions. He's been in how many title fights? You know, Floyd has an amazing career. And I'm not saying that it can be done. It probably will never be done again. But I can see somebody doing that before they do what Manny did. And that's why I have Manny as the greatest boxer of all time. Just not based off ability. When you look at the guys that Manny beat, the reason why he got the 2000s Fighter of the Decade over Floyd Mayweather, the reason why he got Fighter of the Year 3 years in a row, almost 4 years in a row. Yes, Manny lost. Manny fought more world champions than Floyd, though. We don't speak on that. Then you get into the 8 weight division. These are only the 8 he won titles in. Manny Pacquiao fought through, I want to say, 10 or 11 different weight divisions. If you want to speak on the lineal titles, I want to say he holds the most lineals of all time with like 5 or 6. Youngest lineal flyweight, oldest welterweight champion. It's insane. That the youngest lineal fly is also the oldest welterweight champion. I like Floyd. Floyd's my number 2 all time. This isn't a diss to Floyd, but Manny, I believe objectively, is the greatest fighter above Ali, above Floyd, above Durant, above Leonard, above everybody. I think he has a career that is absolutely impossible to replicate. When Floyd was picking on guys like Andre Berto and Conor McGregor, Manny Pacquiao beat the undefeated young active champion Keith Thurman to join the pound for pound at 40 years of age while being a senator. He's the greatest boxer of all time.
Manny Pacquiao has made it clear that his return to boxing isn't about money, it's about passion. After years in government and time away from the ring, he says he simply missed the sport and wants to enjoy it once more. For Pacquiao, boxing remains close to his heart, and this comeback is deeply personal. He's not just stepping in for another appearance. He wants to prove he can still compete at the highest level. A win over Mario Barrios would send a powerful message. That age hasn't slowed him down completely. Aware that fans and critics are watching, Pacquiao is training intensely, determined to show he still belongs among the elite.
Manny Pacquiao is back at training with Freddie Roach. This is crazy to think about it. Manny Pacquiao is coming back at age 46 to challenge Mario Barrios for the WBC World Welterweight title. Listen, this is inspirational. I can't lie. At age 46, to still be active, to still be thriving, still throwing punches, it just shows how much of a legend you are, how great of a talent you are. Only a special kind of human can take on this challenge. You know, Manny Pacquiao, age 46, he takes on Mario Barrios, who is in his prime. Like, this could be devastating for Manny Pacquiao if shit goes left. But you know what I keep asking myself? Imagine if Manny Pacquiao actually comes back and beats Mario Barrios. That's crazy. It's happened in the past before. Bernard Hopkins, George Foreman, they've come back in their older ages and they've become world champions. It can happen, it's possible. But, I mean, listen. If we're going to talk about skill sets, Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than George Foreman. Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than a Bernard Hopkins. So, it's not impossible if you think about it. Manny Pacquiao has got a better chance at becoming a world champion at 46 than Bernard Hopkins or George Foreman did. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's possible. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, man. Fuck it, man. Why not? Live your dream. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what age you are. Live your fucking dream. That's fucking have it.
Even if Pacquiao loses in this comeback, it doesn't change his legacy. His record, titles in 8 weight divisions, is set in stone and remains unmatched. Win or lose, that mark of greatness endures. Fans will always remember what he's already accomplished in the sport, regardless of the outcome now.
He also has a case for greatest fighter pound for pound who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument. Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention. Put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are two of the best fighters we've ever seen. And they're both in their primes, in the same weight class at the same time. We have to see that fight. So Pacquiao's peak was just about as good as anyone in history. Now, I'd have favored Mayweather back then. He's the naturally larger fighter. And that's the point. When you talk about pound for pound, if a fighter moves up out of his natural weight class and can still compete with the best who ever did it, what does that mean about the quality of that fighter's prime, pound for pound? And then when you look at the career accomplishments, Pacquiao as a 40-year-old just beat, as I mentioned.
Their rivalry went beyond the boxing ring. It reached the courtroom. Pacquiao took legal action against Mayweather over damaging remarks, showing just how personal and intense their feud became. It wasn't just about competition. It was about pride and reputation. Though both have since moved on in different directions, the tension between them hasn't fully disappeared. Whether it's a subtle jab or a direct comment, there's still a lingering spark whenever their names are mentioned. The rivalry continues to simmer beneath the surface, and fans can sense that it never truly ended. It just evolved over time.
Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me.
Floyd, what is your assessment of Manny Pacquiao and your shoulder injury?
Come on. And this is ridiculous. Excuses, excuses, excuses. He was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. He lost. He know he lost. I lost a lot of respect for him. You know, you fight. If you lose, it's okay. Mayweather was the better man. You fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. You fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. You fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay. I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter. Manny Pacquiao spoke about that. He shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place.
Commentators often highlight how rare Pacquiao's achievements are, with Max Kellerman especially noting the uniqueness of his success across multiple weight divisions. He emphasizes extraordinary skill and toughness required to remain competitive while moving through so many classes, a feat so challenging that few fighters even attempt it, let alone succeed.
Who would your top 5 be?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Number 1.
Yeah, and then pound for pound. See, Pacquiao he started as a flyweight champ. Not just he started his career there, he was the champion at flyweight and then moved up. There are so many divisions between flyweight and junior middleweight where he also won a belt. Even the fact that he could compete with Floyd Mayweather, who's a naturally bigger guy and one of the greatest pure boxers, Pacquiao's overall body of work, you could have him second pound for pound behind Sugar Ray Robinson.
How come I'm watching highlights of him knocking people out though, as little as he is, man?
That dude, it's the calves, man. He's got those fast twitchies and those big calves jump in on you and generate a lot of power. Crazy hand speed and power to the southpaw. Really awkward, hard to beat, lightning fast. Pacquiao was all that.
Pacquiao continues to remind everyone that money isn't his motivation. Even now, he gives away much of what he earns. His comeback isn't about personal gain, but about helping others. He wants people to see that his return to boxing is driven by love, purpose, and generosity.
So Manny Pacquiao is taking on a challenge against Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios currently holds the WBC World Championship of the world. Now, a lot of people are saying that Manny Pacquiao is only doing this for a payday, and recently I saw an interview where he said that he's donated over $1 billion to multiple charities. Now, if that's the case, you guys just sound dumb as hell, because that just means, one, this man's balling, two, this man's generous, and three, a lot of people have been looking up to the wrong role model, because you see people like Mayweather, the richest boxer of all time, right? Buys a $30 million watch and then flexes it on his own fucking fans. Meanwhile, Pacquiao is doing the people's work, alright, man? This man's fucking trying to be president. I think he is president of the Philippines or something. He's just pulling in his weight, and he's just trying to go for GOAT status, you know what I'm saying? He got his old coach coaching him in the corner again. Honestly, I do feel like it's going to end in a tragedy, though. I feel like Mario Barrios, depending if he's nice or not, will end Pacquiao.
Not everyone believes their explanations. Critics argue this comeback is just another payday for both fighters. The timing, promotion, and hype all suggest a money grab. Many see these older athletes returning more for financial gain than protect or build their legacies.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he... I get he still loves the sport, but listen. You are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. Why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this? Unless there is some astronomically large amount of money being given out for this fight makes no sense for either party. And I'm sick of having this welterweight division held up by dumb stuff like this. We don't want this fight. It makes absolutely no sense. And all it does is hold up the welterweight division a little bit longer.
Pacquiao views his journey as more than just wins and losses. It's about inspiring others and showing what's possible, even at an older age. He aims to lift spirits and prove that dedication never fades. Returning to the ring is also about being a role model. Pacquiao openly discusses his failures, believing those moments shaped him the most. He uses his experiences to guide others and emphasize growth. To him, a true champion is someone who rises after defeat and continues fighting with honor, demonstrating resilience and heart both inside and outside the ring.
Manny Pacquiao is back at training with Freddie Roach. This is crazy to think about it. Manny Pacquiao is coming back at age 46 to challenge Mario Barrios for the WBC World Welterweight title. Listen, this is inspirational. I can't lie. At age 46, to still be active, to still be thriving, still throwing punches, it just shows how much of a legend you are, how great of a talent you are. Only a special kind of human can take on this challenge. You know, Manny Pacquiao, age 46, he takes on Mario Barrios, who is in his prime. Like, this could be devastating for Manny Pacquiao if shit goes left. But you know what I keep asking myself? Imagine if Manny Pacquiao actually comes back and beats Mario Barrios. That's crazy. It's happened in the past before. Bernard Hopkins, George Foreman, they've come back in their older ages and they've become world champions. It can happen, it's possible. But, I mean, listen. If we're going to talk about skill sets, Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than George Foreman. Manny Pacquiao is a better technical boxer than Bernard Hopkins. So, it's not impossible if you think about it. Manny Pacquiao has got a better chance at becoming a world champion at 46 than Bernard Hopkins or George Foreman did. You know what I'm saying? So, it's possible. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, man. Fuck it, man. Why not? Live your dream. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what age you are. Live your fucking dream. Let's fucking have it.
Videos from Pacquiao's camp reveal he hasn't lost his edge. His punches remain quick, and his footwork sharp for his age. It's clear he's putting in serious effort, not just relying on his reputation. Analysts agree it won't be easy, but it's far from impossible. Pacquiao's experience gives him an advantage many younger fighters lack. If he applies that wisdom well, he could still deliver a strong performance. While age brings changes, it doesn't erase his skill, determination, or heart inside the ring.
Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship on July 19th in Las Vegas. That's according to an ESPN report. Pacquiao last fought in 2021 when he lost to Yordenis Ugas. Barrios won the WBC welterweight title from Ugas in 2023. His last fight was a split decision against Abel Ramos on the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson undercard in November. Pacquiao career record 62-8-2 with 39 knockouts. Barrios 29-2-1. And for more, welcome to CBS Sports combat analyst Brian Campbell. Manny Pacquiao, the first and only 8-division world champion. He'll be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame next month. And then in July, BC, he's going to come out of retirement. Why now?
By the way, between those two dates, I believe he has an election coming up for a Senate position in the Philippines. So we always know that Manny is a busy man. He gets after it. He also dares to be great. And this is wild news. Look, in the boxing underground rumor mill, this had been floating around for a couple months. We just didn't know if it was going to be for real. Was Manny really going to commit to not just coming back after 4 years away, after just one fight in the last 6 years, at age 46, but to come back directly into a title fight against a young, in his prime, active champion in Mario Barrios? It's interesting theater, to say the least. It's a pay-per-view main event, reportedly for July 19th.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.